Okay, so I am now back in the States, and so I thought it'd be a good time to let you know about what my first thoughts were of what I noticed between differences between Italy slash Italians versus here in the US and slash Americans. Okay, so the first thing that I noticed was that people are nicer. There was that thing that I heard that people talked about how Italians or how Americans were a lot nicer than Italians, I suppose, in terms of like greeting you whenever you're just walking by and things like that. And what I noticed is that it's definitely true, in at least generally, because pretty much as soon as I got back to the US, whenever I was going through the Chicago airport, a lot of people were very nice and friendly and greeted you just randomly in the airport and talked to you and things like that, which I was not super used to from being in Italy for 5 weeks. And the second thing that I noticed is that there wasn't as big of an emphasis on La Bella Figura, which was, the whole idea that you have to present yourself in a certain way, in a high way, I guess, in terms of clothing and the way you act and present yourself and things like that. And not saying that Americans, dress poorly or anything like that, but it didn't seem as well put together, I suppose, which was interesting, and I wasn't super used to that. Okay, the third thing that I noticed, and the third major thing that I noticed back in the US is that things aren't as close together as they were in at least the places that I was in Italy. Things are much more spread out here, at least in Texas for sure, because there's a lot of land and things like that. So buildings and cities are very spread out, and you have to take a car everywhere. In the places that I was in Italy, in Florence and Sorrento, I could pretty much walk wherever and it was fine. But here, I can definitely not do that, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Things are the way they are. Um, and so, yeah, those are the three main differences that I noticed upon arrival to the US. See ya.